Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our NCAA baseball series here with the Texas Longhorns as we have reached the final 3-game set of the season, and we have put ourselves in a good position. Not good position, not great position, but in a position, I guess. 80-79, we've got ourselves at least a winning record for now, but we do have an opportunity at a wild card. Now the only way we're going to do that is we have to go for the complete sweep this week in this episode against the Iowa Hawkeyes. They're struggling about like we are, but we are positioned a little bit better than them. So we've got an opportunity. We've got the players. We just got to make it happen. Finish the season with the sweep, and that will send us into the playoffs in a wild card opportunity. But it is a long road until then. We got basically 27 innings minimum before that happens. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. As we get game number 1 started, Lloyd Pena is going to be on the mound for us, facing off against Mark Singh, leading off for the Iowa Hawkeyes here. As you see, we are right there in the wild card hunt, needing to win, continue to win. And that second pitch is going to be fouled off for a strike. So the count is 0-2 as the first pitch came in the zone. So now here comes the 0-2 delivery from Pena. It's going to be fouled down the right side again. That one goes into the stands. And we are going to go at it one more time. 0-2 is the count. Here comes the delivery from Pena. That's going to be a hit down the left field side, and that one also falls foul. Just barely, though. Singh starting to get narrowed in. We need to get him out quickly. So the 5th pitch of this at-bat is going to be in there for a called strike. And that's strikeout number 1 for Pena, and the backwards K for the man looking. And that's going to bring up the second batter for the Hawkeyes, Cesar Gallegos. Batting .246 on the season. He hits a grounder right up the middle to Chavez. He fields it over and throws it on to Clemens at first. And that's going to be out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out right there. It's a good way you want to come back after about a 6-pitch battle against Singh. Now, Graham will be the 3rd batter. Mock, McCormick, and Tipper will be the 4, 5, and 6. Weeks, Pitts, and Caro will round out their batting order for tonight. So here comes Boris Graham, batting .288 on the season. He's going to hit one right up the middle to Luciano. Gathers that in with his glove and throws that one on to Clemens at first. 3 up, 3 down. And almost a couple of hits right there coming up the middle, but good defense by Chavez and Luciano to wrap those up. So 0 runs on 0 hits for the Hawkeyes here as we head into the Longhorns' turn at bat. For the Hawkeyes, it will be William Lyon on the mound. He's got 31 starts, a 4.94 ERA, pitched 147 2/3 innings, giving up 173 hits, 184 strikeouts with 80 walks. That's a pretty good, dang good ratio right there. Okay, it's not great. It's better than 2-1 though, like 2.2 to 1. But hey, better. And so now Mark Patterson will be leading off here in this one. He's got speed. We just got to get him on the base. And that first pitch, he fouls down the left side, making the count 0-1. Now Lyon delivers a 0-1 delivery. It's going to be high fly to short right center, and they will gather that one in easy. And that's going to be out number 1. Patterson looked like he came around pretty good on that. Now Don Clemens will round out the top 3. Spoon, Chavez, and Sims will be 4, 5, 6. Murphy, Pena, and our shortstop Luciano rounds out our batting order for today. So a lot of speed out there on the field. We just got to find ourselves in positions to be able to use it. So Kevin Na comes to the plate, batting .307 on the season here. And that first pitch comes in right there in the bottom of the zone. It is going to be called for a strike. So 0-1 is the count to Na. Now Lyon comes home with the next pitch. He hits that one deep to right center field. They're giving it chase, and they will get up underneath that one. Na with good contact on that pitch. It looked like he saw it pretty well. Just the center fielder able to get up underneath it and make that catch. Now here comes Doug Clemens sitting on a 10-game hitting streak, batting .310 for the season, 24 home runs, and about a .905 OPS. First pitch to him is going to be outside. It looks like Lyon may be trying to avoid getting him in the zone too much. That's a pretty smart move. Now the 1-0 delivery to Clemens comes outside once again, this time with the slider just too far away. that Clemens didn't want to chase it. So 2-0 is the count, and if anybody's got a flag to swing, it's going to be Clemens. He's cleared for it. 2-0 delivery, hits a high fly ball to left center field, going back, and that one's gone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Longhorns striking here in the bottom of the first inning. Doug Clemens, 392 feet, just under the scoreboard over there in left field. A power shot home run. Once he got to the 2-0 delivery, they gave him the clearance to swing, and you kind of want to throw a strike, but you don't want to put it right there in that position, dead center. And Clemens, a guy like Clemens and any other hitter of his capability, is going to take advantage of it, and he did, and he blasts that one. An absolute cannon shot over the left field wall to make it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Now Ruben Spoon comes to the plate, our catcher, batting .261 on the season. He's got 23 home runs and 83 RBIs this year, with a .777 OPS on the season. So pretty good year for him, career high in RBIs. Now the 1-0 delivery comes in just into the bottom portion of the zone for a strike. That cutter seems to be fooling a lot of Longhorns here, as the count is now 1-1. Lyon delivers the next one. That's going to be down low in the zone, but Spoon went chasing. Spoon should rename himself Shovel after he tries to dig himself out of that hole. 1-2 is the count. Down low once again. He doesn't chase that time, and everything is evened up at 2 apiece. Now Lyon delivers the 2-2 pitch. Just high and out of the zone. Good job holding off right there. Full count. And here we go. The payoff pitch by Lyon is going to be inside, and that's going to walk Spoon. He will walk over to first. Free pass for him. Lyon being once again cautious after the whole Clemens situation took him deep. Spoon's got power, so he didn't want to give him too much. Now, so does Grant Shavitz, though. As he tries to check up on that first pitch and maybe let it clip off his leg, he goes around a little too much, and it's going to be called for a strike. So 0-1 is the count to Shavitz now, batting .294 this season. Foul down the left field side. A hard hit ball just coming around a little late on it. Looks like he might need to adjust his sight or something to be able to catch his eye on this ball. 0-2 is the count to Shavitz. Lyon gets set, comes home with it. He holds off on a high pitch, and the count is now 1-2. They're trying to get Spoon moved over from first to second. Shavitz at the plate facing a 1-2 count. The delivery just outside, and it's evened up at 2 apiece. That's a brave job holding off. Some of those outside pitches will be a little bit closer than what it looks like. So even up at 2-2, Lyon comes home with a pitch. He's going to check swing, but he goes too far and it bounces off the ground, so they do throw it over to first. Shavitz gets out without any explosiveness on that one. The check swing strikeout followed by the throw out. However, Clemens does his deed and gets us a 1-0 lead here on the solo shot. Now here we're going to advance up a little bit further to the bottom of the 6th inning. Clemens is going to be at the bat, hits a hard one over to left field. That one gets down, and they have a trouble fielding it, and he finally throws it in, but Clemens will be on with a single. Now this game is tied up at this point. Clemens, though, has been a bright little spot for the Longhorns, as that was going to be that is his 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 3 in this one. Now Ruben Spoon comes to the plate. Clemens sitting there at first. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game is tied 1 apiece. Spoon hits a liner over shortstop. It gets down and it's rolling to the fence. Clemens is going to be around second. And they're sending him around third. He's going home. The throw-in's not very good. They try to get him at the plate. Clemens is safe. Longhorns have the lead. 2-1. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Brilliant base running by Clemens on that one. He is not known for his speed, so for him to go from first to home on a well-hit line drive just over the glove of the shortstop, and it somehow made it all the way the right angle to the fence, giving us that lead 2-1, as Clemens hauled ass around all those bases and somehow made it. So now we're going to advance on up here to the bottom of the 8th inning, as we have got Darrell Sims to the plate. He's got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. He's going to hit a liner over to left center once again. That one gets down. Clemens, who was on first, he's going to go rounding third. They're sending him home again. but the relay's a lot better. They throw it home, and Clements is going to be out. And that'll end the 8th inning. Trying to add on to our 2-1 lead here. What a relay throw from left field. Much better that time than when Clements scored the last one. So 2-1 coming into the top of the 9th. Eric Calzado is going to be our closing pitcher for the day. For the night, I guess, really, actually. First pitch he throws comes in as a ball. 1-0 is the count. Cesar Gallegos batting number 2 in the lineup for the Hawkeyes. He is 1 for 3 on the evening. Trying to make it 2 for 4 and keep this game going here for these Hawkeyes. Swing and a miss at that pitch. That's going to be strike number 2. Slider low in the zone. A great pitch. 1-2 is the count now. As Calzado gets set and delivers that pitch, fouled off behind home plate. And that count does remain 1-2. Gallegos is fighting to keep this one alive. Next pitch, swing and a miss. That's going to be strikeout number 1. Calzado got him with that split finger away. And what a great pitch that was. He had him a little off balance, a little chasing, unexpected of the speed. And Gallegos just could not put bat to ball right there. So 1 out now in the top of the 9th inning. Next batter is going to be Boris Graham, 0 for 3. He has struggled all day here for the Hawkeyes. Not able to do too much in the field either. And that one he fouls off the second pitch. That's going to make the count 0-2 here to Graham as Calzado gets set and delivers. 0-2 delivery, fouled once again right by the bullpen of the Longhorns down the right field side. So now still keeping it 0-2. Calzado comes home with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2, Eric Calzado. He got Boris Graham chasing on that one. He didn't know whether that pitch was coming or going. He hits him with the slider. His timing's completely off. Strikeout number 2. That's how you want to get this top of the 9th inning going when you only have a 1-run lead. Now Rex Mock batting cleanup for the Hawkeyes. Comes in 0 for 3. Hits a hard grounder over to Na. Scoops that one up. Fires it to first. Longhorns will win game number 1 of the series. Woo! We needed 3 in a row. We got 1 in a row. That's the way you want to get it started. Good job by the defense to maintain here. You know, there were some opportunities the Hawkeyes had, but the defense did a great job kind of closing them out. Calzado coming in on the mound, getting the back-to-back strikeouts. You got to say, phenomenal job by that kid. Lloyd Pena starting on the mound, kept their batting lineup very well contained. You know, they didn't have a hit through the first couple innings. But overall, a great job by this team. And that's what you got to do. That's the only way we're going to continue to push and try to get into the playoffs is we have to win these close games like this. You'd like to see a little bit more explosiveness from our offense, yeah. But, hey, close games create grit. Grit creates champions. So, hey, we're well on our way. Game 1, we need 2 more. Long way to go. 18 more innings of work must be done. And we're going to jump in here to game number 2 on a Saturday evening in the bottom of the 2nd inning with 1 out. Bases are loaded. Pena is at the plate here. Now, nobody has scored yet, but we are getting ready to try to get some runs across the board here with only 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. That pitch comes high and inside to Pena. Great job holding off on that one. And now 1-1 is the count. Lots of speed out there on the plate with, looks like Shavitz is going to be standing there. Second, Pena gets a deep hold of that one to deep left field. Going to the fence. They jump up and, holy crap, they stop the home run. He knocks it back in. He doesn't make the catch, but a 1-run will score. They saved the grand slam. But he's, oh my goodness. He knocks it back into play after failing to catch the ball. And so only 1 run will score because we had to keep our guys ready just to tag up, just in case. And that puts 1 run across the board. Now, base is still loaded, though. Still only 1 out. Longhorns lead 1-0. Luciano grounds it to third, and they are going to turn 2 to end the 2nd inning. We had a major opportunity, and it just didn't come through. I mean, it's one of those, you got to really figure this one out. You know, you gotta get the runs on when you can, especially when you have bases loaded in these types of games. Now we only got that one run, and that's how the score will hold up here coming into the 6th inning, with Clemens standing there at second. Ruben Spoon is to the plate. There's one out. Actually, no, that's Kevin Nah at second. That's not Spoon. That's Kevin Nah. Or Clemens. That's Kevin Nah standing there at second. As Ruben Spoon is to the plate here with one out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trying to get the run home and add into this lead. David Gore, pitching for the Hawkeyes, has done a pretty good job, but he left that one hanging. Spoon blasted left center field, and it does get down. It's not going to go over the fence, but nah, he's going to round third, and he's coming home. The relay throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Kevin Nah goes from second to home and doubles this lead up to 2 runs here for the Longhorns in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now, Spoon did a smart move. He probably could have gone to second on that hit, but he does decide to stay at first. No point in possibly getting another out. So he stays at first, and we still got one man on. One man on, a run across the plate, and now they're changing out their pitchers. They are going to be bringing in Adolfo Feliz, 6-7 record, pitched 123 2/3 inning with a 5.60 ERA. So one out here in the bottom of the 6th. Spoon standing at first. Shavitz is to the plate. He's 2 for 2 so far today, with an opportunity to keep his streak alive, make it 3 straight hits in a row. First pitch in was a ball on the outside. Feliz, a powerful left-hander. Careful with this switch hitting him. Shavitz hits a little blooper to left center field. They're chasing it down, and the center fielder does get it. That's going to be out number 2 in this one. Shavitz tried to get a hold of it, just couldn't get it to come down quick enough. Kind of held up there in the wind, and that's going to be out number 2. Now here comes Raymond McKinley, who's 1 for 2 on the day. 2 outs. He hits a high fly ball to center field. That's going to be too easy. This inning will end with just a 1 RBI by Spoon on that powerful hit there, and he got the ball to drop. And great base running by Nah. Once he saw they weren't going to catch it, he was on his horse and headed home with it. Now here we are going to advance on up to the top of the 8th inning. We do lead 2-1 in this game right now, as there are 2 outs here at the top of the 8th, with a man standing on third and the Hawkeyes to the plate. Boris Graham is standing here at bat. Lets that first pitch go for a strike. He's 0 for 3 once again on the day. Hitless in this series so far. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-2 now to Graham. Howard Rodriguez painting the black on that one. 0-2 delivery, hits the one down the right field side, and it falls just foul. I mean, that had to be inches foul, is what that had to be. So the count does remain 0-2, and the runner stays at third. And that one just too far outside. Well, it's pretty dang close. 1-2 is the count to Graham. Now the 1-2 delivery is going to be fouled off down the right field side once again. Clearly fouled this time. And so he's staying alive. Graham fighting to the bitter end here. He swings and a miss on that one. Graham couldn't get him to come home. And the score will stay at 2-1 here. And after the top half of the 8th inning. Great job by the pitching staff for the Longhorns. Now we're going to advance on up to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to check on Kevin Nah, who's back at the plate here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Hits a hard line drive to right center field. He got a hold of that one. Nah blasted, and it does land just shy of the fence on the warning track. Kevin's rounding first, and he's going to go into third easily. The stand-up triple. Kevin Nah, not known for having the wheels all that much either, blasts that one for his 6th triple of the season. It looked like it may have had a chance to go out, but once again, the wind's been very fickle. And it bounces off the warning track and then takes a delayed bounce off the wall. It looks like they expected it to hit harder than that. It just didn't, kind of died at the wall. And that's what freed up Kevin to go around from second to third. Now here comes Clemens at the plate with a chance to get another RBI. First pitch comes outside, 1-0. Clemens is 4 for 7 with a solo shot in game 1. 4 for 7 in this series so far. 1-0 pitch from Feliz, comes home with it. Fouled off by Clemens. Ooh, he almost got a hold of that one. He's batting .337 with runners in scoring position this year. It looks like he's already got a hold for Feliz's pitch. This may be dangerous for him. The 1-1 delivery. Clemens, hard one down to the left field side between short and third, and that one will get down, and a run does score. 3-1 is the score here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Clemens with a hard hit liner right between the third baseman and the shortstop. Came around just beautifully on that one. It looked like he had his timing down pretty good, and my goodness, did he ever. So now after the RBI single by Clemens, here comes Spoon to the plate. First pitch to him is going to be outside as well. Ruben Spoon 1 for 3 on the day. Trying to keep pushing this one going. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Longhorns do lead 3-1. Spoon swings and misses at that pitch. Ooh, his timing was way late on that one. Didn't have a chance to hit it. Count even up at 1-1. Here's the delivery. Hits one right down past the third baseman down the left field side. That's going to keep rolling to the fence. Clemens goes round second, and he's going to hold up on third, and Spoon will come standing into third base at this time. Or second base for Spoon. Double. Another one for him. Almost thought about going with Clemens, but man, he did get thrown out in game 1 trying to get a little too cocky with it. And so figured might as well not risk it. 2 guys on, both in scoring position now for Grant Chavitz, who's 2 for 3 already on the day. Chavitz comes set. Hard line drive to left center field. That one will get down, and 2 runs are going to score. Gets past the left fielder. Chavitz goes around first, and he's standing in at second. 2-run score. The score is now 5-1 here in this ball game. 5-1, 2-run double, 2 RBIs by Chavitz. Great job for him following that up, taking the first pitch that he could get and driving it out to the wall. Now on that note, we're going to advance on up here to the top of the 9th inning with 2 outs. The score is still 5-1. Hoyt Tipper, I guess is how you pronounce it, trying to save this thing for the Hawkeyes. He's 0 for 3 on the day, and the first 2 pitches have been strikes. Howard Rodriguez still in the game for the Horns, trying to close it out. Comes home with the pitch. He's going to get this strikeout, no looking to end this one. That's a great job by him to finish this game out. Longhorns do win 5-1. Great performance by the Horns. This is the kind of way you want to be playing. If we can get that win in the next game, this is how you want to be playing going into the playoffs. You want to be that hot team. Maybe you go cold. If it happens, it happens. Maybe you don't, though, and you make a run at it. And that's what we're trying to poise ourselves to do. So a great job by a lot of these Longhorn hitters. Pena, Chavitz, Clemens especially. You can't say enough about that kid. He's had a phenomenal year so far. And our pitching staff has really come on as of late. These guys are doing a great job getting the strikeouts, getting the easy outs, allowing for the other team to hit into grounders and easy pop-ups. So overall, a great job here in game number 2. That puts us 2-0 in this series. 1 more to go. If we can win, we make the playoffs as a wild card team, but we are in a must-win position. Let me just state that very clearly. Must-win position. We're going to go and get game number 3 started off here on a Sunday afternoon with Mark Patterson coming to the plate, batting .198 on the season. First pitch comes by inside for a ball. Patterson does have the speed. It is a struggle to get on base. He doesn't have a whole lot of power, but he definitely has the speed. So 1-0 is the count. Here comes a delivery from Mercado. High fly ball to left center field. That one will get down between the 2 outfielders, and it's going to roll to the wall. Patterson around first and will be standing up at second. Opening this one up with a double. That's how you want to see this offense. We knew we needed to get the sweep, and these players have come out to play after getting those first 2 wins. They are trying to keep their season alive here. And the only way we can do that is with a win in this one. Now Kevin Na coming to the plate, batting .306 so far here in this season, facing off against Albert Mercado. And the pitch gets delivered in, high fly ball to right field. And that's going to be caught, and they are going to tag up and go to the third. Patterson's got the speed to do it, but why not? As the throw's nowhere near in time, but is also nowhere near the third baseman. So it is what it is. Now Clemens will be up third, followed by Spoon, Chavitz, and Sims to round out the top 6. Murphy, Pena, and Matt Nam has come in for Lucero to give him a break here at the end of the season. So So Doug Clemens batting .315 on the year, 25 home runs and 89 RBIs. Has a 12-game hit streak coming into this one and trying to keep that going. So Mercado checks the runner at third. It's going to be a high fly ball to left field. That is definitely going to be enough. Even if he makes the catch, he does. Patterson takes off, tags up, comes running across the plate. The throw not even close. And Doug Clemens with the sacrifice fly. Longhorns lead 1-0 in this game right now. Now here comes Ruben Spoon. 23 home runs on this season. Career high, batting .263 for the year. First pitch to Spoon is going to be in there on the outside edge for a strike. And that is going to get him behind the ball on this one. 0-1 is the count. Mercado delivers a pitch. Swing, and a fouled off right there. Ooh, he gave it a cut. He gave it a cut. His timing was just a little too off. Didn't expect the off-speed pitch. 0-2 delivery now. Chase down again. Spoon just strikes out on that one. Not his greatest effort. Now we're going to advance on up to the top of the third inning here. Iowa with a chance. They are threatening runners on first and second base. And the top of the third, only one out. Mark Singh leading this one off for him. As that pitch goes outside, count is even up at 1-1. Jude Cooch is our pitcher. He gets him to ground over to Shavitz, throws it to first or second, and they try to throw it to first to turn two. But Singh got too much speed, and he's going to be safe at first. And now the runners at first and third. Here, and as Cooch delivers that first pitch home at off speed on the inside, it does go for a ball. 1-0 delivery is going to be fouled off right on top of the plate. Logan Weeks batting second here for the Hawkeyes. 0 for 1 on the day. 1-1 is the count. He pops that one up. Spoon gives it chase. Unable to make the catch. You've got to be kidding me. 1-2 is now the count. Spoon couldn't make that catch, and that pitch comes in low and evens things up at 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. 2-2 delivery is going to be in there for a strikeout looking. Oh, my goodness. That's getting yourself out of trouble. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And now we're going to advance up to the third inning of our own here in the bottom of the third as Mark Patterson is at the plate with 1 out here and 1 runner on. He hits that one right up the middle. Here comes a run. He's going to score as he crosses the plate. Pena crosses the plate with ease. Patterson standing there at first. That's going to make this a 2-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Great job by Patterson to stick that one out. His hitting, his average doesn't really show it, but his hitting has come along pretty well here in the back half of this season. Now Kevin Na to the plate, swings and chases after that first pitch down low. Just at the bottom of the zone. Looks like it could have gone either way, but hey, he swung at it and he went chasing by. So now 0-1 delivery comes in just outside to even things up at 1 apiece. Trying to send Patterson over there to second. See if we can't find a way to make it happen. Slides step, hard liner over to right field, and that one does not get down. The right fielder made a great jump on it and was able to get it. And that's a hard hit ball by Na to go flying all the way out there. Might get dead. Now Clemens comes to the plate here with still the runner on first. Patterson trying to get moved over. He has an itch to get going. If they'll just let him go, he's got the speed. Now Clemens facing a 1-0 count after that first pitch comes outside and low for a ball. Mercado delivers. He's going to hit one right to between the second and first baseman. Clemens is going to be on with the single. His hitting streak continues. Patterson's over to second. Now we may have something cooking here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Ruben Spoon now coming to the plate. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Has struggled a little bit in this series, but hey, you got to keep him going where he's at. He's pretty comfortable in that number 4 spot. So after that foul, we have an 0-1 count here as the pitch comes into Spoon just on the outside, and that's going to make things even up at 1-1. So 2 runners on here in the bottom of the third inning. That's going to be hit right up the middle. And here goes Patterson around third. He's on his horse headed for home, and he will come across the plate easily. Poor throw coming in from the center field. But, hey, We got the run scored. It's 3-0 now here in the bottom of the third. Spoon with an RBI single. He hung with that pitch beautifully and took it right up the middle. That thing got through, and Patterson had enough speed it wouldn't have mattered who was there at center. He was going to get home. So now we're going to advance on up a little bit here into the 8th inning, the top half of the 8th. The Longhorns are leading 4-1, but the Hawkeyes are threatening. Rex Mock is to the plate, batting 1 for 3 on the day. And he's going to hit one over to left field. That one does get down. Sims tries to throw for home, and it just wild throw. And the Hawkeyes will push one more across the plate. An RBI single for Rex Mock there, as this is now a 4-2 ball game. Pedro Maldonado is in. He gets the grounder over to Clemens, over to Nam, going for the double play, and they got him. Maldonado, great job covering on that one to get those 2 outs. The runner is at third. That would have been big if they only got 1 out on that. Keenan McCormick's also definitely got the speed to prevent that double play, but a great turn there. Great job covering by Maldonado. Clemens, everybody, great job right there. Now, Robbie Burnett's coming to the plate. He had a solo shot earlier in this game. He's got 1 runner at third now. Swings and jumps at that first pitch. I guess he was expecting the fastball. Came in way early on it. Didn't see that changeup coming. Now, the next pitch is going to be off speed, down low, just out of the zone. Count is even up at 1-1. Maldonado delivers that one outside. He's struggling to find the zone. He needs to just calm down and keep it in. We got a 2-run lead, and he gets him to ground over to first base. Clemens scoops that one up, and he's going to get out of the 8th inning here. Rex Mock does some damage getting the RBI with his single, but overall, it's a livable offense. You know, we still have a 2-run lead in this game. Now here comes the top of the 9th inning. So Eric Calzado, he's going to come in to close this one out. 33 saves out of 38 opportunities on the season. He's done well for us, especially in this back half, so why not give him the chance. Now Hoyt Tipper coming in 3 for 3 on the day, trying to spoil our sweep. They need 2 runs to tie. First pitch comes inside for a ball. 1-0 delivery is going to be down low now. Calzado, I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he just wasn't as warm as he thought he was. 2-0 is the count, and he's going to deliver that one right over the plate. Fouled down the left field side and into the stands. 2-1 is the count. Now Calzado comes home. A hard one over to Clemens. He's going to scoop that grounder up, and he will touch first base. Easy out, number 1 here in the top half of the 9th inning. Now Lewis Pitts comes in batting 8th here in the lineup. He is 0 for 3 on the day, and he hits a hard one over to the third base side. Foul, though, right past his bullpen, and a couple of his own players warming up. So 1 out in the top of the 9th. That second pitch comes in for a strike. 0-2 is the count. Calzado trying to get the strikeout like he did in game 1. Comes home with that one. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Calzado, and out number 2 here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 out away from the complete sweep. 1 out away from the playoffs. Jefferson Caro, he's 0 for 3 on the day. We got to get him set down. First pitch by Calzado's low out of the zone, trying to get him to chase. No go for Caro, and the count is 1-0. Second pitch, though, he does chase inside, splitter inside, and he went chasing after that. Count is 1-1 apiece. Now the next pitch comes home, fouled down the right field side, and Longhorns don't have anybody warming up, so this is Calzado's game to close out or to lose. 1-2 delivery coming home now, fouled once again. Ooh, the Caro is fighting. He doesn't want to be that last out. He is trying to just say, I'm not going to be the last out in this one. Now Calzado comes home again, fouled off, still fighting. This is a heck of a matchup these two guys have got going so far. 1-2 has been the count for a few pitches, and he's going to hit a grounder over to Nam, who scoops that one up, throws it on to Clemens at first. Longhorns win. We complete the sweep, and guess what? We have made the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. We have scooted in to a wild card position. This has been a hell of a run in the back half of the season. And man, has it ever paid off. So we complete the sweep 4-2, and now we got some extra episodes here for the playoffs. So I do want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, definitely give us a thumbs up, as it does help out the channel. And I greatly appreciate all the support y'all have shown us here as of recent times. The growth has been crazy. I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. So thank y'all very much for all that support. And also hit that little bell icon to be notified of all Champ & Sons content from college baseball to our new college football series since the debacle with F-Isle, and everything else we got going on, possibly some Madden 24 coming up here in another month or so. So stay tuned for that. Join us in the next episode, everybody. As always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.